Hey, oily friends, I'm Kathleen Henderson from Yankee Homestead, and I want to talk about frankincense today, how to use frankincense, because December is the month of frankincense. If you are a doTERRA member, you probably have already gotten your free bottle of frank, or maybe even several free bottles of frankincense. Every December, we can earn a free bottle of frankincense by placing a 200-point order, and doTERRA members can place up to 4 200-point orders to receive up to 4 free bottles, full-size bottles of frankincense. Whether you are a doTERRA member or not, and if you're not clear on how to get a free bottle of frankincense, this isn't really the purpose of this video, but just check in with, if I'm your doTERRA friend, shoot me an email or leave a comment on this video. Or check in with whoever is your doTERRA person. And if you are a doTERRA member, check in, with your enroller or your upline. And don't miss out. There are still a few days left to get free frankincense. So let's talk about how to use it. Some of you already know this, but frankincense is my #1 favorite oil. If I were stranded on a desert island and I could only have one essential oil, it would be frankincense. And those of us who are even more familiar with frankincense often refer to it as simply frank. So you'll probably hear me calling it just frank throughout this video. But I wanted to share, there are so many ways that you can use frankincense. It is so multi-purpose that I don't have time to touch on each specific. But I did want to provide kind of a good starting place, some of the most common, most useful ways to use frankincense, and also give you some practical applications. This is exactly how to use it for some of these purposes. Okay, so let's jump right into that. So frankincense is good for, I have some notes here so I remember to include all of this. It's good for respiratory health. If you're dealing with some difficulty breathing or in the lungs in particular, frankincense can be helpful. We like to combine it with eucalyptus, sometimes lime, and dilute it with a carrier oil and apply it to the chest and even the neck. That can be really helpful for respiratory support. You can also diffuse it, put it in the diffuser for respiratory support. Again, you can combine it with some of those oils that I mentioned. Frankincense is very supportive to the brain. I do need to keep this video compliant, so I can't name specific health conditions. But anything you can think of that is connected to brain function, frankincense will be supportive to those things. And you can use it by applying it to the brainstem area on the back of the neck. You can also consider taking a drop of frankincense under the tongue. And I would encourage you to get into make that a part of your daily routine. 1 drop of frank under the tongue daily, or even twice daily. Frankincense is great for skin. I love to use frankincense in my daily moisturizer. It helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines. It helps to reduce the appearance of blemishes. And it just kind of, it adds like radiance. It's very nutritious and nourishing to the skin. And along those same lines for the skin, it's good for specific skin irritations. Basically, any kind of skin irritation you can think of will benefit from the use of frankincense. For instance, my middle son right now has again, I need to keep this compliant, but it's a benign growth, skin irritation on his toe that I believe to be fungal in nature. And so we are using melaleuca, frankincense, and oregano diluted in a roller bottle, and he's rolling that onto that skin irritation every night. I would like him to do it twice daily, but it's an improvement that we're remembering to do it every day. So frankincense can be good for those particular kinds of skin irritations, and also for helping to fade marks on the skin. Ladies, stretch marks, marks on the face or anywhere on the body. It helps to promote a proper healing response from the skin. Also helps the body to produce a proper inflammatory response. So any kind of inflammation that you're dealing with, frankincense is going to be helpful for that. So you can already see that basically it would be great for all of us to be using frankincense every day, because all of us have at least one of these things going on. Inflammatory response in the body is tied and connected to so many different health concerns. So frankincense is just a great essential oil to use for overall support of the body, including the next use, which is the immune system. Frankincense supports the immune system. It's a great oil to add to your immune support protocol, especially during this time of the year, the colder winter months, when we're really wanting to protect our immune systems. It's also good along those same lines. It's a great tool to have in your toolkit if you face autoimmune challenges. Frankincense will be helpful for that as well. And it's good for the emotions. I love to use frankincense as one of my oils to help me feel less anxious or in moments of stress. So I actually carry a little tiny roller, diluted roller of frankincense in my purse, and I use it. I've mentioned this before, but I sometimes feel anxious when I'm traveling, like on airplanes or tunnels or elevators, things like that. So I like to have frankincense nearby. I just put it on the back of my neck, on my wrist, or even cup and inhale, and just kind of give myself a minute to calm. So frankincense is great for emotions that way. It's just very calming and grounding. I also like to use it at nighttime. It's one of the oils that I put in my diffuser in my bedroom overnight, frankincense and wild orange. It helps to calm my brain. It helps with sleeping. Frankincense is also very beneficial for healthy cell development. Once again, I need to keep this compliant, so I can't mention specifics, but if you can think of anything in the body that is related to abnormal cell growth, frankincense is going to help support the body as it faces challenges like that. Again, you would want to apply several ways. On location, if there's a specific area of the body where abnormal cell growth is a concern, you want to dilute and apply directly to that area of the body. Also, again, using 1 drop under the tongue daily, even twice daily, is a good protocol. Also applying to the soles of the feet. And again, depending on where that abnormal cell growth is occurring, you can put it on the brainstem as well. It's also good for head tension and any area of discomfort in the body because it helps the body produce a healthy inflammatory response. It will be helpful to ease areas of discomfort or soreness, whether that's in the head. You can apply it to the temples, across the forehead, behind the ears, all the way across the back of the neck. Or if you've got some kind of sore area of discomfort somewhere else on the body, joints or muscles, dilute frankincense and apply that. You can combine it with other oils that are good for soreness and discomfort too. And frankincense, another interesting thing about frankincense is that it actually enhances the properties of other oils. So it's always a great choice to use for when you're making a blend or when you just want to enhance the properties of an oil that you're using, for example, for soreness or discomfort in the body. Okay, so those are just some quick main benefits of frankincense. And here I mentioned some specific ways to use frankincense as I went through those uses, but I'm going to give you a few more specific uses for maximizing the benefits of frankincense. So one way that I like to use frankincense is to combine it with wild orange and peppermint, like 1 drop of each oil, maybe with some carrier oil in the palm of your hand, rub it together and rub it on the back of the neck, cup and inhale. That is great as an afternoon pick-me-up. It's great for focus and concentration, for energy, also for the emotions. Another way to use frankincense is I think I mentioned this, dilute and apply it to the chest with eucalyptus and lime, up the neck too. That's for respiratory support. You can also add it to your immune support protocol by adding it to an immune support blend. I like to make a blend with On Guard, Melaleuca, thyme, oregano, and lemon. It would be great to add frankincense to that immune support roller blend as well because it will enhance the properties of those oils, and frankincense in itself is supportive to the immune system. And I mentioned combining it in a roller to treat that specific skin irritation. And also using it in the diffuser. Again, I like to combine it with wild orange in my diffuser overnight. So lots of ways you can use frankincense. I'd love to hear your favorite way to use it. And if you have any questions, let me know. Enjoy your free frankincense this month and happy oiling.